won't you ride with me, little girl? Yeah, you know it. You know it. If you hear that right now, you know that you are in the Big Truck and Greg Lemonsour afternoon show. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Are we good? Are we okay here, Truck? What are you talking about? Have you lost your goddamn mind?
Have no idea what I'm even talking about, but my God, it's good to be here with you again on another afternoon, Val Verde. You got a few hours to work. You're going to be done with that work before you know it. You're going to be climbing up in your big rig, and that's when your second job starts. When you're hauling tiles down to Naughton, or you're hauling tires down to Greg Lake, and hoping that beast in Greg Lake don't wake up and then find you, pull you out of your truck, and do some of the most god-awful things I've ever encountered done to me by a monster that sucked me out of my truck.
I wouldn't know about that because I'm going to end up after my shift, going to do my second shift, my second love, hunting down some dusty grooves at the greatest record store in all of Val Verde. Dirty, Stinky Grooves, the only record store that specializes in dirty, filthy records that you need to clean. But when you get them, your fingers are going to be covered in black mold. And this isn't painful mold. This is mold that shows you are going to be listening to a record that is going to blow your mind, change the way that you look at music.
Toot, y'all. Toot. You know, here's the thing, man. I was like, I'm going to come in the studio today, and I guarantee I'm going to hear something about dusty grooves. I'm going to hear something about black mold.
My goodness. And that's a good reminder that Black Mold is one of the greatest proto-metal bands to come out of Val Verde. They put out one acetate record.
You talk about this all the time there, Greg Lemons. First off, hey, everybody, I'm Big Truck right here on the Big Truck and Greg show. Afternoons on 108.9 The Hawk, your place for rock.
And I, of course, am Greg Lemonsour, the music aficionado of 108.9 The Hawk, the one who finds the dustiest grooves, the deepest cuts. We're not going to be playing your mama's Black Sabbath songs. No way, mister.
No, man, you probably want to play something off that, what's that, Hidden Idol record? What's it called, Final Idol?
Headless Cross.
Oh, Headless Cross.
One of my favorite Black Sabbath records with Tony Martin singing.
Wait, that is, you prefer Tony Martin in the Black Sabbath.
That's when you know that you're a true Black Sabbath fan, if you prefer that era. Or the one that just says Black Sabbath with Tony Iommi that no one's ever listened to except for me.
That one where you're like, man, who's singing on this one? Is it Tony? Is Tony doing the singing on this one? Well, we're going to find out. Tony Iommi coming up. He's going to talk to us here in a little bit on the afternoon show because he's here talking about all them Black Sabbath reissues I don't know fuck about. Jimmy, throw the delay, if you know what I mean.
So of course, our engineer, Jimmy, who's always over there, and the only thing he ever does is say yes to every song that we pick. Whether it be a Deep Outlaws or Waylon Jennings song that Big Truck picks, or all those Ray Stevens songs, or if I start saying, hey, Jimmy, you got to play me 13th Floor Elevators, you got to play Roxy Erickson, you've got to get in there, and I want to hear a Screamer song.
I don't know, man. I don't know anything about anything that you're talking about right now, but you did remind me. You reminded me, son, that it's time for your first hour of the show. Ray Stevens!
Hello, everyone. This is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news across the nation on the scene at the supermarket. There seems to have been some
Man, I like it when he just starts off with something weird and esoteric. Well, just get to the street, boy!
We never play the shortened radio version of the streak here on the Big Truck and Greg show. My God, when you're in the afternoons, you got to get through your work schedule.
Right,
then
Jimmy.
You got to hear some bullshit from Ray Stevens.
Here we go.
It makes
Here
no
we go.
sense.
And he ain't wearing no clothes.
He ain't wearing no streak. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, hell. Welcome to the show. If you're just driving home, you left work early, you know you're having a good time on the the Truck and Greg Show, man.
When we're listening to Ray Stevens, Truck and Greg are having a great time. We are feeling good. We are feeling okay. And we're just sitting here going, my God, I wish Ray Stevens wrote a song about pet rocks.
Oh, God, that'd be so fucking funny. I'm going to ask you a question.
Lay it on me, Big Truck, and I'll try my best to answer you in the best way that I can.
Okay, now, this is something that you say a lot that I'm just like, dude, man, I do not know what his boy is talking about. You say, I need to know what is a dusty groove?
Oh, my goodness, the Dusty Groove. The Dusty Groove is the holy grail of music that all record collectors, all vinyl hounds are hunting down. That's the rare 45
right. Good
that
enough
will
for me.
change your life. Oh, that's all you wanted
Let's go to
hear?
news.
My
All
God.
the
By the
news
way,
you
just to
can
shorten, let you
use.
know, even the news can't stop Greg Lemonsour. The ultimate Dusty Groove is just the Trogs doing Louie Louie.
All right, well, a Georgia news station accidentally displayed Michael Penix Jr. instead of Michael Penix Jr. I don't know which one is worse. I don't know which one is worse. Am I going to be a Penix or am I going to be a penis on TV? It's hard to say, but that happened during Atlanta Falcons quarterback press conference. And toot to that. The hilarious typo took social media by storm and spawned countless memes.
How freaked out must they have been when they found out also that Michael Penix Jr. was a wonderful private press folk record from 1967. One of the greatest records.
Who put that out? Was that the artist?
When I say
was
private
also...
press, I mean nobody wanted to get around to pony up the dough.
See?
So we, the record hounds, like to just say private press, which means that it's a wonderful record that nobody wants to listen to.
That's why I love doing this show with you, Greg Lemonsour, because, man, I learn every day.
You have an open mind and an open heart, Truck, and that's what I love about you. We shouldn't get along, but we get along like Michael and Paul McCartney.
Oh, you listen to records and I drive a truck.
I want the dustiest grooves and you ate sausage and gravy.
Oh, yep, you do. You got my number there, Greg Lemonsour. You got my number, too. Also in the news, the important news that you need to lose right here on 108.9 The Hawk. Headline, a father walks down aisle without his daughter. Oh, man. In Austin, Texas, a bride's father mistakenly walked down the aisle alone and forgot to bring the bride. Chaos, it quickly ensued thanks to a gentle reminder from the bride's mother and saying, you got to get your goddamn daughter. You forgot it. You forgot. And they keep saying it like it's like Cousin It on the Addams Family show. You remember that show there, Greg?
Of course I remember that show. I have all the collection of the Addams Family on VHS and Laserdisc, and I've watched all of the bonus content, especially the commentary with Cousin It just going the whole time.
All right, here we got some more. Here. This story just came in on The Wire. A live TV typo sent fans into hysterics when Atlanta Falcons rookie quarterback Michael Penix Jr. Oh, man, Jimmy did that on purpose. He just wanted to hear me say Michael Penix Jr. again.
Are you trying to do a repress
man,
on that one? Of
rascal.
course, repress is a record reference that I threw in there for you.
You are a rascal, man. My God. Let's have a little streak.
He disappeared out of the traffic. Just come streaking around the grease right there. Didn't have nothing on but a smile.
Ain't nothing. Hey, you ever been in a situation, Greg, where you just find yourself with nothing on but a smile?
That happens often. When I wake up and I go to put on my favorite record first thing in the morning to have a soundtrack to making my coffee.
Yep.
And then my girlfriend at the time will come out and say, what the hell are you doing butt naked?
Wait. Boop, 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 black, back, the truck,
bleep,
the truck, bleep, bleep, bleep. Now, you had a girlfriend?
Oh, I had a girlfriend briefly until I realized she was getting in the way of my record collecting. I could not deal with the fact.
How so?
She wanted to do things like go out, have dinner, not talk about rare presses of Monk's records. Of course, the Monk's Black Time, one of the greatest proto-punk records that ever came out, and she had nothing to do with it. So she left me, and I did not have a tear shed that day. I said, "Are we good? Are we all right?" And she said, "No."
Oh,
she said,
hell.
"We aren't."
Oh, hell. If you're listening out there, honey, if you're listening
heart.
to this right now, you broke my best friend's heart. You done broke my best friend's heart. My best friend who told me this morning when I was getting all the music queued up for our afternoon show, I'm like, I want to play I'm 18. And you're like, no, Under My Wheels.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I want to play No More Mr. Nice Guy. And you're like, no, Under My Wheels. And man, he wins every time. Alice Cooper on the hog. Toot toot. Yeah, well, the Truck and Greg show will be back right after these messages. 108.9 The Hog. Toot toot.
Hey, this is Jeff the Angry Man Garlock with another edition of my Ain't Angry at This Product Corner. Now, if you're like me, you've got curly hair and you hate shampoo. It makes you so angry. How could this product make my hair so damn dry? Well, if you're like me and you're like that, then you gotta trust the Anger Man, and you gotta trust all those Instagram ads you've been seeing, and get yourself some hair dump. That's right, it's that hair rinse that you've probably been seeing that looks like you're squeezing gray, disgusting toothpaste right into your hair. And this ain't shampoo, baby, alright? Now you take some hair dump and you dump it on your hair. You put out of your mind that it looks like that lava soap that you use if you work in a machine shop. Get a rich lather and then rinse it out. And then get angry at people when they say, wait a second, that sounds a lot like shampoo. No, dummy. This stuff also makes your hair silky smooth at the end. And no, that is not 2-in-1 shampoo conditioner, because this has natural ingredients. Now, I don't know what the natural ingredients are, but I do know comedians who love infrared saunas and cold plunges love it. Not to mention podcast hosts that some people say are overly concerned with the concept of masculinity. Because, yeah, by the way, hair dump is for men, alright? Now, I don't actually know what makes it for men. I'm thinking maybe the gross gray color of it all, but what I do know is that I am sick and tired of curly hair with too much frizz. So dump some hair dump in your hair. And if you want 20% off of your order, just type in the code AngryManHairDump. Now, they're not an official sponsor, so the code's probably not going to work. But hey, a guy can dream. Hair dump.
Hey, everybody, it's Big Truck. You're listening to the Truck and Greg show, and I got to talk about one of our sponsors. Of course, it's Pizza Emporium down on Hog Street. They got all the pizzas. My God. You want a pepperoni? Boom, on your plate. You want something with ranch and dice and a bunch of screws they found in the back room? Boom. Son, you are chomping them up before you can even ask for it. Anything you desire is something they can put on your plate down at Pizza Emporium, 323 Hog Street, Val Verde. I'd say it's pizza time tonight. Toot toot. That one's for me, motherfucker. One for you, one for me.
That's
Probably
how we
my
work.
favorite
That's our relationship. One for you, one for me. Makes us good and okay.
Probably my favorite band of all time. Like, you got the Beatles. You got the Beatles up there.
Overrated.
You get right up there on that same level. You got the band Autograph, man. This band has put out so many songs like Turn Up the Radio. Also, Turn Up the Radio. Also, Turn Up the Radio live.
Hey, when you've got a song as good as Turn Up the Radio, that's the only song you need when you're a band named Autograph.
Man, that's good. That's good. Hey, 342 on the Truck and Greg show, 108.9 The Hawk. Oh, man. Well, sound it off. Give us a call. Tell us what's on your mind. We got no topics or nothing. We just free form, man. This is like
whenever
jazz.
we get together, we say no agendas.
No agendas.
Just thoughts.
Just thoughts. Give us a call right now. Oh, looks like we got one. We got one. Line 33. You're on. Hello.
Oh, God. I'm going to take a step. Are we hearing
Hey, man, I'm going to go take a quick shit.
Oh,
you
God.
take this call. Hello.
My
This
God.
is Farmer Dan.
No, Farmer Dan, I was just about to ask, is this Farmer Dan? I knew that it was Farmer Dan before you even started saying real words.
Just wanted to call, talk about my life, whip up a little word jazz, as you guys call it.
Now,
Sold.
now
sold-
Farmer Dan, you got to let us know here. You have lost your farm at this point?
Sold it. I sold Shetland Creameries. I still live there. The house is still there and is still lived in by me. And I live there, but Monsanto runs everything. And all the cattle are upset because we had a deal. We had a union agreement going on, but at the end of the day, I think I'm just a union basher.
Oh, no.
So, sold it to Monsanto, and now I'm just spending my time just doing a bunch of parties.
Wait, are you attending parties or are you doing parties?
Both.
My goodness.
I'm doing parties. I'm doing songs at parties, but then I'm having a lot of parties at the house because I made $742 billion.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Are you still buying the rights to 90s bands?
I've moved on to 80s bands
Oh,
now.
now we're going beep, 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 back up to the 80s for you.
Yep. Bought the Fix.
Oh, what a choice.
I bought Wang Chung.
Oh, no one's going to
Man,
forget Wang Chung.
They cried so hard. When I'm like, $1,000. And Wang looked at Chung. Chung looked back at Wang. And they said, it's the best offer we got today. And I said, you can't do your songs anymore. So when you're doing these lonely, sad 80s jukebox shows in a park for free, can't do Wang Chung tonight.
Now, I don't want you,
Can't do
Farmer Dan.
dance all days.
I respect you, but do
Fine.
not talk down on the 80s jukebox. The 80s jukebox musical is one of my favorite musical genres, and this might be a surprise from Greg Lemonsour, but I think that's where we separate the men from the boys, and we find out who are the true one-hit wonders of the 80s
got
and
a
who have
phone
got
call.
the chops.
Hold on, I got a phone call. Hello? It's Farmer Dan. Spandau Ballet.
Oh my goodness.
$400.
You're throwing down $400 for Spando.
Deal.
I'm not gonna
I'm now
lie.
on Spandau Ballet.
You are talking about some of my favorite bands who had one hit, but then I love the rest of the songs on their record, including Modern English. And next you're going to tell me that you've bought all of Modern English's catalog,
Got it
including
all.
Leather and Lace, for
Got it all.
$200.
Hold on. Hello? Midnight Oil?
No!
Bah, bah, bah. $200.
My God.
Sold. To me. I gotta go.
I think this is a prime example of the sorry state of the music industry.
Gotta go.
That legendary bands like Midnight Oil, Spandau Ballet, Modern English, and Wang Chung are giving away their entire discographies to you, Farmer Dan, for $200.
I gotta go shave my head and do that Midnight Oil dance in front of a fire.
You also better get into a stretching machine since you're only about 5'2".
Gonna get me in a stretching machine. Bye.
Oh, man, I heard some of that in the back. They got a speaker in the bathroom. He bought Spandau Ballet. He bought The Fix.
The Fix, can you believe it?
And he bought damn Midnight Oil. Bam, bam, bam.
I guess we're going to find that the bed is burning, but
I
only
guess that-
through Farmer
I
Dan
guess we will.
at local parties in Val
Yes,
Verde from now on.
we will. Hey, let's play the game. All right. I'm going to give you a distance there, Greg Lemonsour. You going to tell me where I'm pulling my truck over. What town am I pulling my truck over in the greater Verde Valley area?
Okay. And again, listeners, I'm going to apologize. I've told Truck that on the Truck and Greg show, I only use subways and bus systems, so I don't
So
know
here we-
anything about systems.
Man, I'm 42 miles. Where am I pulling over? North.
My God, above it, I'm imagining you're up by Mount Hetfield.
All right, Kleinhorn. All right. 46 miles southeast.
Oh, my God. I'm imagining you're down by the Woodstock Experience.
And
Oh, my goodness.
man, I'm out by the outer lands, man.
By the Outer Lands.
I'm out in my truck, man. My truck's run out of juice, man. I can't get out, and I got all those outer land creepies crawling out of the woods just like, that's how they say big truck, man. And I'm like, get back. Get back. And they're like, we listen every afternoon. And I'm like, I don't care if you listen every afternoon. Get back in them spooky woods.
I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm envious that you get to go out to the Outer Lands because I love those creepies because they remind me of various zombies from Italian horror films from 1970. Much
man,
like
here
Hell
we go.
of the Living Dead.
Oh, my God. He's going to start talking goblin again. Yesterday, 4 to 5 p.m., this motherfucker would not stop talking about the band Goblin, and they're in town.
Now, the thing you got to understand is there are two
Goblin.
incarnations of Goblin, Claudio Simonetti's more metalized version. But I digress. I'm not going to get into talking about Fabio Frizzi here because if I start talking about movies, we're never going to stop. But
All
give me
right.
the next round of this game.
Oh, the game's over, man. Now we're playing a whole new game
Jesus
that I brought.
Christ.
I brought. Jimmy said this is just for you, Greg. This one is just for you. This one's called Greg Lemonsour Album Feature of the Day. You get to talk about any album you want to talk about. Anything.
Really? I've been given the talk about any record that I feel I want to go deep into. I want to go down into the dustiest grooves of it all. Well, then I believe today I'm going to talk a little about Randy Holden's Population 2, a Private Press record from the original guitarist of Blue Cheer, who brought out the tone that we know of Blue Cheer and played it through the most massive amps, bringing you the proto-metal that changed the world with Icebergs and Lemonade, one of the greatest songs that's ever existed. And I gotta tell you, if you want to have your life changed, then you have to get Randy Holden Population 2 tattooed on the back of your brain, letting you know, hey, this is where music became music to me.
Wow, man, you did that quick. Hey, everybody, let's take a quick little Ray Stevens break. All right, you know the words. You sing along, everybody. Well, I was a kid, take a trip down every summer down to Mississippi, visit my granny in her antebellum world. I'd run barefooted all day long, climbing trees free as a song. One day I happened to catch myself a squirrel.
Oh, no.
Well, I stuffed them down in an old shoebox. Okay, weather.
It's time for weather on 108.9 The Hawk.
Oh, hell, man, it's cold out there. It is cold as hell. Toot, toot.
It's about as cold as Iceberg and Grapefruits, the actual title of that Randy Holden song that I got wrong. Calling it
you had your
Iceberg
time.
and Lemonade.
No, you had your time.
My
You
God,
had
don't
your
stop me.
segment. You had your segment.
Now it's killing me because I'm not even sure if that's the
You
song
can't go
title.
back,
Jesus
man. You
Christ.
cannot. You ain't Cher.
We have
You
come
ain't
to a
Cher.
divergence here.
You
we have
cannot
come to
turn
a
back
divergence, Truck, because I need
Can
to
you
talk about
imagine?
the dustiest grooves, and you just want to talk about Cher.
Do you think now, this is every day for us, man? This is every day on the Truck and Greg show. We talk about a dusty groove, and then I get on a damn Cher tear. And what I'm going to say right now is, can you just imagine being a time traveler like Cher is? Because she wouldn't have written a song called "If I Could Turn Back Time" unless she already done it.
Oh, my goodness.
She done it.
Beep, beep,
Them-
beep, back up.
Oh.
Are we finding out that Cher is part of a quantum leap scenario here?
Man, I wasn't going to say quantum leap scenario, but if I was going to say anything is a quantum leap scenario, it's Cher, man. You watch that video for If I Could Turn Back Time? You take a good look at all them horny sailors all around her on that ship. Man, they weren't from the 80s.
No, they were not.
She damn time sucked them. They were from World War I.
My God,
That's
you are blowing my
WW1.
mind here. The WW, the numero uno of world wars.
Here's how it happens, man. Cher turns on her time machine. It looks like a big old telephone. It's like a big old red telephone, and she pushes off the top. She puts her fist in the rotor, and she figures out which year she wants to go to. And then all of a sudden, she's just going through the time zorps. She's getting sucked off into any single little time area. And she's like, if I could turn back time, I'm going back to 1918 because I'm going to find the horniest of sailors for my turn back time video.
My God, when that thong is up her butt, you know that they are getting hornier and hornier, those soldiers.
They're like, I've never seen anything like this, man. They're like, holy shit. That's the horniest thing I've... Like,
this is 1918, of course. They are usually getting horny from just seeing the littlest bit of a calf being
Good Lord,
shown.
they see a can of beans, and they're like, oh, gotta have that. That's what happened back there, man. I heard it from my granddad.
They start writing letters back to their brother like it's a Ken Burns Civil War documentary.
Dearest brother, I write to you full of a throbbing in my pants and a longing in my heart because I have seen what could become my future wife. I was on the battlefield, sticking a scabbard into somebody's gullet when I saw a can of beans with a slice of ham hock to give it flavor.
And then the man in the background, he suddenly hears this. He's like, oh shit, a portal opened. What's that? And he's like, are you a horny sailor? That's exactly how Cher sounds, man.
I have to say that is a dead-on Cher impression.
And it's like, Harold, are you a horny sailor?
This is, of course, Gilded Age Cher.
Gilded Age Cher. And then, he goes back to his little thing, and he's just like, come on, just go back to it. He can't. The time vortex is already open.
Oh, my God. And then you went through a time vortex. Is Cher here? Because all of a sudden Wisp is here. It sounded like Wisp took over your body for a little while.
Man, that happens. Sometimes I'm just like, I do my Wisp impersonation whenever the fuck I want.
My God, all of a sudden, Cher starts being talked, and all of a sudden it's Jeff the Angry Man Garlock comes in, and then,
hey, everybody,
oh,
we're here
God,
on
oh, God.
Truck and Greg.
Yeah, are we good? Are we okay? No, we're not good. Oh, God, Cher.
And then all of a sudden, man, you're back in 1918 because the video shoot is over. It's done. And Cher, she done time slurped you all the way back to where you come from, so she wouldn't mess up any time.
Cher understands that you can't mess up the time slurp continuum.
We talk it every day here on the Truck and Greg Show. We talking time slurps left and right.
We're going to apologize that we're talking about the time slurp continuum again.
Oh, my God. I tell you one thing that the sailor from 1918 was probably doing after he got slurped back from the set of If I Could Turn Back Time, the Cher music video, and he gets slurped back to whatever wooden boat he was. You know what he had to do probably?
You let me know, Truck.
Probably had to listen to one of them early 1980 38 special Jagoff songs.
And he got ready to watch Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise.
That boy's watching an early version of Porky's on the Hog.